So we're going to have a look at bridging today. Now, bridging happens when your wick doesn't sufficiently self-trim. When your candle burns normally, the wick should have good wick posture, it should intersect with the edge of the flame, and it should vaporize the actual candle wick as it burns down, leaving very little remnants. If your wick is not sufficiently self-trimming, what can happen is, as we can see in this candle here, the wick is too long and it actually bends over and it can actually dip into the melt pool. So the reason it's called bridging is because it sort of resembles a bridge. So as you can imagine, if the wick has bent over all the way back into the melt pool, it can do one of two things. Most commonly, it's actually going to get snuffed out. The flame is going to get snuffed out because it's going to dip fully into the wax and it's going to extinguish the flame. Alternatively, what can happen is it can cause a hazard. If you remember from previous videos, a wick is essentially a fuel pump. It's getting the fuel in the form of melted wax and it combusts in the flame. What can happen sometimes with a bridging flame is it's actually getting fuel from two separate points, which can cause the flame to get excessively large, excessively smoky, and it could even get to the point where it will fail a fire and soot test with a flame which reaches over 7.5 centimeters. What you can do to avoid this is bridging is usually caused by the wick not being suitable for that particular candle. Now, different wicks are coated with different chemical coatings. Some of the chemical coatings are flame retardant. It allows the wick to stay there and not burn. The chemical treatments on the wicks are designed to aid combustion and they are designed to allow the wick to self-trim. Sometimes this is not compatible, so it actually prevents the wick from self-trimming in certain circumstances. If you're finding that this is happening and you're getting a wick which is consistently bridging, then it's the best thing to do is to change your wick. Try a different wick family with a different chemical coating on there, and then see how that goes.